Hi guys, I wanted to show you something that I've built a couple of months ago. That's a Geiger counter with an Arduino UNO and a display and a few buttons for a couple of functions. And with this Geiger counter you can measure radiation, of course. Unfortunately, or let's say fortunately, there's no radioactive material around here, and it's just a background radiation that will be available for testing. And well, it's not completely the truth to say there is no radioactive material or no radiation here. This Geiger-Müller tube is also susceptible to UV radiation from the sun, and therefore I have had to protect the case with some insulation ribbon, you can see here, and this will protect the case and therefore the Geiger-Müller tube from the UV radiation, and only measure the background radiation, which is around 25 clicks per minute with this device and for this area I live in. And to start this device I have to put two of these on the side into the battery case. Wait a second. Number one. And number two. Yes. Okay. On the display, that's a little font, hardly visible to the camera. You can see clicks per minute, which will be available after a minute, because it measures always the clicks for 1 minute. And then we have the maximum clicks per minute. That is, after a couple of minutes, it can say how many clicks were the most in a minute. And then we have the total clicks, which is currently at 24. And if you listen closely, you can hear the clicks. Perhaps if I remove the cap, it can be heard a little bit better. There's a click, another one, and there's also already a CPM. The last minute had 29 clicks per minute. The maximum click rate is also 29 because we've only measured 1 minute. So the buttons also have a function. If I press them, however, I have to wait another minute for the curve to refresh, because it also erases the diagram if I click the buttons. So this one only shows, the right one only shows the minutes, how many minutes have passed. So I won't click it now. This one chooses between total clicks and average clicks per minute, the second, and this changes the resolution of the graph. So if there are big jumps, you may want to change this. Currently there are no big jumps, but there could be, and perhaps there will be if I put this thing into the sun. Yes, why not? Let's do it. Wait a second. Well, you might have noticed there were quite a few clicks, and I think it was about 100 clicks per minute or so. So we already have a maximum clicks per minute at 49. Now, before I glued the board with the plexiglass on top into the case, the Geiger-Müller tube was exposed fully to the UV sun, and that was about 600 clicks per minute. And now it's not that much, but you can see the difference. So let's have a look at changing the graph. That will take a while. In the meantime, I click this button to show the average clicks per minute, which is 38. Now this average CPM is a little bit distorted because I put this into the sun without the cover, but that was just a demonstration. I put this back on top. Now it's fully protected against the sunlight. There is no additional clicks, it's absolutely protected. Just background radiation. I've also drawn a diagram for the setup, for the whole setup. I don't know if you can make sense of it. Just drawn on this sheet of paper. If you want to build one as well, there we have the Geiger counter. Those are the connectors, V in, 5 volt and ground. And if you can make sense of the lines, which are the cables, they go somewhere around there. And the numbers on the UNO board, or the UNO clone, I should say. You have to pause the video to see those more properly. This is the breadboard with the 3 buttons and the display. Which, by the way, is a GMT 130 V1.0 IPS 240 x 240 pixels. There you can see the graph. It has been put smaller, so if you have high rates you might want to use this one. Of course you can configure it to your needs, the whole setup, but it works very decently. I've seen similar values for background radiation in other videos with other devices, and so I very much would think that this is usable for real life situations where radiation may be dangerous. I hope this case will never happen, but you never know, especially if someone wants to fire some nukes somewhere. You never know. Might become useful, such a device. It's also not very expensive. The whole setup was about $30 or so, without the batteries, of course. And it fits into this little box, the whole Geiger counter. Amazing, isn't it? Okay, I hope you could make sense a little bit of this video. Just want to show you this device, which, as I said, may be useful in the future. Goodbye.